This is what transformation looks like. Hey, everybody, it's Marcia from Great Divine Flow, and I just wanted to pop on here and talk to you about some of the cosmic energy. The biggest one that's being stirred is the beginning of the month, Saturday, right? Venus went retrograde. She's in Aries. She's pretty fiery right now, but she's asking us to slow down and rethink love, rethink friendship, rethink our beauty and our body health. She's asking us to pay attention to the cycles of life, of cycles of relationships, of cycles of creativity. A lot of us who are creatives have felt like kind of dried up, like, oh, I can't right now, right? Some of us have been haunted by thoughts of the job we lost or the love we lost. Why are those two together? Because Venus is money, and she is value, and she is love, and she is affection. So those things get kind of mixed up in the mix. If you think about Venus rules the second house, which is typically the Taurus house, it's the kind of beauty that warms your heart. It's the kind of beauty that takes your breath away because you feel so seen and loved in and around that beauty. So some of the things that could come up right now is that you might want to reach out to the one who got away. You could get a second chance or at least gain closure. If you have some kind of artistic project that's gathering dust, it could come back into the light. You can work on it now and complete it in this next 6 weeks. This Sunday was especially auspicious to get creative projects off the ground. And so, of course, it's hitting us right now. As we move into next week, we will be starting the Mary Magdalene course. And Mary Magdalene is one of the goddesses associated with Venus. Venus is the bringer of opportunity, but it's because she knows how to be in the dark. And that's what Magdalene will be teaching us. We are going to use some very specific Kundalini practices. For those of you that don't know me very well, I feel that Mary Magdalene, she's been in my life since I was 8 years old, brought me to Kundalini yoga. And so the practices we're going to do is going to be to open up that intuition, open up that psychic ability, and get answers that have been eluding us. It's going to be an amazing time of healing. Lots of friendships have come to end. Lots of lovers have gone away. Lots of jobs have slipped out from under us. But here's the thing. While that rug feels like it's being slipped away, it's also an amazing opportunity for you to do something better, for you to invest your energy. Now, there may be these amazing opportunities for closure. Closure is so important. So Venus is bringing in the clarity that all judgment and anger you've had towards others and at you is fear. And the beautiful elixir of that is forgiveness. Forgiveness of self and other will bring you back to love. There is so much struggle in the world. It doesn't matter what your political ideology is or religious ideology. Everybody is feeling the wobbliness. But here's the thing, like my teacher says, he's like, you're being invited to either get back on the struggle bus, like it's always bad, or I think a lot of you feel it. You do Kundalini. There's something calling, like our lives could be so different, so beautiful. And this Mary Magdalene course is going to really set us on course. We already have one guy signed up, so it's not just for women, but women, you are going to be getting a call to action, and it is about gaining more prosperity, more sensuality, more clarity, and enhancing our psychic ability. As we start this week, before all the intensity and the bustle begins later this month, because March is really going to explode a little bit as the planets change signs. But before all that starts, March will gift us an uplifting week that is infused with the aura of excitement. This week is exciting. Sudden opportunities could arise on Tuesday, which is when the Magdalene course starts. So, strike while the iron is hot. By the middle of this week, you could establish yourself as a visionary or a thought leader. And, that doesn't mean you need a podcast. What it means is you're coming in your truth, and now the family can hear it. Or you have found your magic and you can share it with your lover. These are the gifts that the Venus retrograde is giving us. Now, as she moves into Pisces, like I said, it's going to go deep and expansive. It's going to, I feel like so many people are stuck right now. We have our personal stuff, and then the collective stuff feels like overwhelming. I feel like so many of you, that overwhelming feeling is going to be totally lifted. And you're going to not only not be overwhelmed, you're going to realize what your part is right now, how you are a part of the evolution of humanity. There's nobody on the earth right now that isn't exactly where they were supposed to be, that God the Father didn't know, I want that person and at 2025 right where she is. And this coming week, this month of March, is all about showing us that. So to have a 5-star week, try to keep things light and lively during this happy-go-lucky week. Try to have a happy-go-lucky week. Avoid any heavy topics or ponderous people who put a damper on your joy. So there's going to be an ease into enjoying it. I find it so interesting that this week is also when Lent happens, which is an invitation for a lot of people with this practice of letting something go. It's funny, a lot of people will let something go for 40 days, just like we do a sadhana for 40 days. And even if it's super good, then we stop, right? And how many times do we have to do that to realize, you know what, I let that go, or I took that on because I need it, because it needs to stay in my life, or because I let that go because I don't ever want to do that again, right? So you're going to have some just pure clarity and joy this week. Please sign up for the Mary Magdalene. It starts on Tuesday. So I have a few extra books, but I may need to order a few more. So the sooner the better. If finances are an issue, please let me know and I'll work with you. And in the meantime, just know that I love you. Things are wobbly, but they're stabilizing on a higher ground, and it's a big part of your future. Sat Nam.